All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome into March Chadness. I believe it's the 5th episode, maybe 6. 5, 6. Is that a thing? I don't know. Episode 6. It is exactly. It is the Christmas movie episode. It is the week of Christmas. So whenever you watch this, Merry Christmas from the Rink Brothers. Nate, how are you today?
Let's just start with this.
Let's go. Let's go. Listen, for those of you that come in for the NCAA talk, it's Christmas week. We've got a big bracket here at the Christmas movies that we're going to try to get to. We're not going to talk anything about NCAA. Here's the one thing about NCAA so we can make it a legit show. I think you need to watch out for Iowa State. I think the Cyclones are for real this year. So
they look for real.
Yeah. That's enough. It's the Christmas movie bracket. So I really want to get some other guys in for the talk. I think I'm going to be able to schedule something with Reimer this week. So let's dive into it. It is Christmas week. It is Christmas movies. I watched quite a bit this week, either watching stuff that I've not seen in a minute. I had to get your head on too, and stuff that I had not seen. And I will tell you right now, some that I had not seen, I was excited that I saw them. Others, they are garbage. So we will kind of hit that. So did you watch, I know you said you just watched A Christmas Story Christmas today, right?
Yeah, I fell asleep the other night when we were watching, so I finished it this morning. I got to watch Scrooged today. Even watched the first half of Emmett Otter. Home Alone's going on right now. It's the month of December. There's pretty much Christmas movies going on.
Exactly. So let's just dive into this right now. As we dive into the bracket here, we're just looking at it. You've got the upper section. Now, Elf is not the number one overall seed. I gave that to Home Alone. And as much as I love Elf, it was a close call. But Elf is going to have the playing game Jingle Jangle and Krampus, which is just a crazy matchup. You've got the Santa Claus, the Tim Allen Santa Claus. You got the Year Without a Santa Claus going up against the Santa Claus. Done on purpose? Absolutely. That was one of those Ras Bankin ones, and that's the one with the Heat Miser and the Freeze guy. Then It's a Wonderful Life's a 4 seed. Christmas with the Cranks, another Tim Allen. So we could end up with a Tim Allen off. And then
Tim Allen off.
Tim Allen off. And then one of my favorites, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. I should have wore my the River Bottom Nightman Band shirt, but I had to wear my Bears today. And then Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which is another Ras Bankin or whatever, Bass Rankin. So it could be one of those off too. So those are the ones that would come on then when we were kids. And that was the only time you could really see them, the kind of like stop motion stuff. So let's get to the play-in game. Jingle Jangle Krampus. Did you get a chance to watch Jingle Jangle or no?
No, I did not. And even if I did, there's no way I'm putting it over Krampus.
Okay.
Krampus, with me and Aiden, has become a favorite. We watch it every year.
Okay. I did not get. I was gonna watch it last night, but then the Bears were on, so I had to watch that, and then I fell asleep. And I was excited, but here's the thing: Jingle Jangle is a good watch. It's got Key from Key and Peele. He's great in it.
Michael Key.
Michael Key. It's a good little show. It's fun. It's a musical type. It's got Mrs. Cosby in it as well, Felicia Rashad. So it's a good little movie. I did not watch Krampus, but just watching the trailer, the premise of it, and it has Adam Scott. I'm taking Krampus over it just because. And I know my wife's probably gonna be mad that I took Krampus over Jingle Jangle. I think you're in agreement, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So, and then Krampus does not beat Elf, though, right?
No, it does not.
So what? I have not seen Krampus. For those, this is another thing too, where part of this I think is going to be the kind of, if you have not seen any of these, we can maybe give you a little bit of insight. What about Krampus makes it kind of a yearly tradition for you guys?
It's like the anti-Christmas movie. It's the anti-Santa. It's Krampus. And so the kid makes a wish, because his family's all in, his relatives are horrible. And, so he makes a bad wish to Santa, and that's when Krampus comes. And it's it's pretty gory at parts. It's a fun watch. It's got the one guy who's in Anchorman, the one guy I can never remember.
Oh yeah,
Whammy. That guy is awesome.
Yeah, he's also in the Goldbergs, right? He's the neighbor that ends up being.
Yeah, and he's in Out Cold. He's in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cast is good. It's a fun watch, but it's a horror movie.
Yeah, So it's more of an adult one too, but it looked fun on that. So now we go the Santa Claus, Tim Allen, and then the Year Without a Santa Claus, which with the Heat Miser and the
Heat Miser and the Snow Miser.
The Snow Miser, yes. So I've not watched those in a long time. I did watch the Santa Claus not too long ago. Then I watched a clip of somebody talking about how ridiculous the Santa Claus is. So do you have a preference on either of these, or do you just like, I can't stand either one of these?
No, I like the Santa Claus. The second one is not great, and the third one is an abomination. But no, I take the Santa Claus over the Year Without a Santa Claus.
I think so too. I think like the Year Without a Santa Claus, like if no other Christmas movies happened from like 1990 on, then yes. But I think it's more of a nostalgia watch for me. And I just like the Heatmeister, Snowmeister things, but the Santa Claus is a fun movie. It's got some cool parts. It's just a neat little watch. The rest of them aren't that great though.
Judge Reinhold is a great dorky.
Exactly. He's got the Cosby sweaters on, and it's just yeah. I mean, the kid is not great in it, but it's a cool little concept of the movie. So I think the Santa Claus does win as well. Now, another Tim Allen one, Christmas with the Cranks. I don't know if you have seen that.
I have seen it many times. We watch it every year.
Yeah, that's a fun little movie. Dan Aykroyd's great in it. The old guy, like everything about it is pretty fun. I like the dynamic of Jamie Lee Curtis, Tim Allen too, and just how at the very end, the whole neighborhood rallies around when they're bringing his daughter back in from the airport too. So it's fun. And I think this is going to be controversial for us. It's a Wonderful Life is probably the like Christmas classic of all time. I just think it's kind of mid.
Yeah, it's the storyline's great. You know, the guy who thinks, you know, a better life is out there, but he's got everything and more he can ask for right in front of him. But it's not Christmas the entire movie. It is in the important parts, but you know, like I said in the last episode, if you know, goes from his childhood to his adulthood, and it's 2 hours long. That's kind of a long watch. I did watch it in color this year, which felt kind of dirty. But
yeah, that seems like it would be weird to watch that in color. I still think it's better than Cranks. Like Cranks is a fun watch, but it's okay of a movie. It's this is a weird one because if you said, hey, which one would you rather watch? I probably would say Christmas with the Cranks, but I don't think I can take out It's a Wonderful Life first round against something called Christmas with the Cranks.
Yeah. The name is what might be killing it. But that cast is great. It's got Cheech Marin. It's got the little kid from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah,
and the guy who plays the Santa is the public defender in My Cousin Vinny.
Okay, yeah. Yep,
jury. So yeah, what do we base it on? I watch that every year. I haven't watched, you know, It's a Wonderful Life in 30 years, and I don't think it's going to be a yearly watch.
I mean, do we want to make a controversial thing? Like, I have no problem with the Cranks, but I just think I have a hard time taking It's a Wonderful Life. Do we send it to Joe?
We can send it to Joe just because I understand that, you know, if you told somebody to name Christmas movies, especially anybody our age and older, that's going to be one of the first ones. But again, it's kind of a bummer watch, you know. Like,
I mean, it is.
There's fun. There's definitely fun parts and funny parts. And you can tell how dated it is. I was watching it in the scene where George comes back and when he first meets up with her, you know, Donna Reed when they're older at the dance, and her brother's like, "Hey, you remember George, don't you? Well, see you later." It's like they didn't even write it. Some of the writing's like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's that older style movie, like, and I don't know what made this one like the ultimate movie with like White Christmas, Meet Me in St. Louis, those kinds of things. Like I don't know what made It's a Wonderful Life the one. And I
Lack of
didn't go,
options.
huh?
I mean, there were some options, but that's kind of lack of options. You
That's
know,
probably what it is. I mean, I heard White Christmas is pretty good. Like, I did not go back and watch any of these old ancient ones because there's just so many other Christmas ones I thought would be more fun to talk about. So we got that to Joe. And then I think this next one's going to be pretty easy. The 5 seed Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the special that would come on every year. So do you have, like, do I even have to ask?
no, the Island of Misfit Toys can suck it compared to the River Bottom Nightmare Band.
Exactly. Like, if you, I don't know, there might be people that don't know Emmett Otter, have not watched Emmett Otter. Emmett Otter is a classic in the Rink household, always has been. It's a Muppets. It's actually really good. It's that take on the Gift of the Magi, which Jim Henson has done beautifully all the time. And he did it in Sesame Street when Bert and Ernie were wanting to buy each other gifts, and Bert wanted to buy Ernie a soap dish to hold his rubber ducky in. Ernie wanted to buy Bert a shoebox to put his paperclip collection. They had no money, so they ended up selling the paperclip collection, the rubber ducky, to Mr. Hooper, and they bought each other the gift. And they're like, oh, and then Mr. Hooper, of course, rest in peace, saved the day, brought them the gifts back. So Emmett Otter is very similar to that. It's just beautifully done. The music is great. I'm a big, as a Muppet fan, anytime you have like Muppets and you can watch them walk, I find that highly entertaining. But Emmett Otter, if you've not watched Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, it's only about 40 minutes long, and it is a beautiful, beautiful story. So it's going to win.
Yeah, I was the walking, and I was more impressed by him rowing the boat.
That was, I was thinking that it had to have been remote controlled, but it's
some
pretty
mechanical thing, but it looks really good.
That, like, the stuff that they did then was like, it looked so good. Emmett Otter, like, again, that's such a classic, and the River Bottom Nightmare Band is great. And I don't want to spoil, you haven't seen it, but the fact that I'm still going to spoil it anyways because it's like so old, but the fact that they won the talent show is great because they were so much better than everybody else.
They were. They shredded. I'd go see him live right now. And also, side note, Bert, paperclip collection. What a nerd.
Nerd alert.
He's collecting paper clips.
Yes. Joe sent us, You Serious, Clark? It's a Wonderful Life. So
yeah, I figured as much.
I figured it, but I figured if Joe wanted to do that, I'll leave it to Joe so they can get mad at Joe if it would have not happened. So, all right, let's move on to the next section. We have Christmas Vacation, Best Christmas Pageant Ever, which just came out last year based on the book. Scrooge is a 6 seed. We got the play-in of Love Actually, The Holiday, so a couple of Christmas, I guess, rom-coms. Jingle All the Way, Fred Claus, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It is the Jim Carrey one, and then Just Friends, which you suggested. So we have that on there. So let's start with Christmas Vacation, Best Christmas Pageant Ever. You have not seen the Best Christmas Pageant Ever, correct?
I have not.
Neither have I. My wife saw it. Emily saw it. They've read the book. There he There it is.
Full.
Cousin Eddie. I hear it's pretty good. It's a fun little story. I have listened to my wife read it to the homeschool kids. She homeschools. But it's Christmas Vacation. Pete Holmes is in the Best Christmas Pageant Ever.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So, but Christmas Vacation,
Cousin Eddie.
It's Cousin Eddie. I mean, the Christmas Vacation is a classic. It's going to win. We've got Love Actually, The Holiday. Have you seen both these movies?
I have not because my penis works.
Okay.
No, I actually do like rom-coms. I just haven't seen either one.
Yeah, so I was going to watch The Holiday.
I did Love Actually, but I've never seen it.
No, so I did watch Love Actually. I could not watch The Holiday because I do not have Apple anymore, and it was on there. But I watched Love Actually because I just kept hearing about how great it is. It's got the big classic holiday scene of Rick from The Walking Dead holding up the cue cards. So here's the premise of Love Actually. Like, the cast is phenomenal. It's a great cast. It has Hans Gruber's in it. He's married to Emma Thompson. It's got Hugh Grant, who's always kind of great in the little Hugh Grant kind of role. Takes place in England. There's a couple of nice storylines, that kind of thing. But there's a lot of like people cheating on each other and stuff. So that whole classic scene of him holding the cards up is he's holding it up to the wife of his best friend who he's in love with, kind of deal. So, which I didn't know. And it's like, whatever. And then, but it's not great. Like, half this, like, and Liam Neeson's in it. Liam Neeson's storyline is really good. I like the Hugh Grant part. But the rest of it's just kind of meh. So I have not seen The Holiday, but it has Jack Black in it. So I'm taking The Holiday over Love Actually, even though I've not seen it and you have not seen it. So, because here's
nothing says Merry Christmas like infidelity. That's
exactly
a plot line to be having.
Exactly. And here's the reality. It doesn't matter because it's not beating Scrooged.
Oh, no, just watched it today.
Yeah. I have it on. I want to watch it with the boys. We just haven't had time to do it yet. But it's been a minute since I watched Scrooge, but Bill Murray, it's phenomenal. Like, I watched it enough growing up. I have the DVD of it. It's sitting up in my bedroom and on my bookshelf, and it's next to Chud. So
yes,
it's fantastic. So yeah, Scrooge's going to win. No problem. This is going to be a fun matchup. So we can slide down to 215 real quick. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey, Just Friends. I've not gotten around to Just Friends. Watching the trailer and you talking about it, it does look fun. It's the Ryan Reynolds was fat. And then
Fat Ryan Reynolds at the beginning singing I Swear by All For One is one of the greatest opening scenes in the history of cinema.
Yeah, I plan on watching it, but kind of give it, you enjoy it though, right?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
We all love it. The cast is great. His mom is Julie Haggerty from Airplane.
Yes.
Her character is amazing. The relationship with him and his brother, basically, he got caught in the friend zone with Amy Smart, and he ends up leaving after high school, losing all the weight, becoming this stud, and then he ends up accidentally having to emergency land in Jersey, where he's from, and he hasn't seen anybody since he got back, and he falls back in love with Amy Smart.
Okay.
But the cast is great. The movie, I know this is going to be probably not your opinion. I prefer it over The Grinch. So you don't even have to put it to text. I don't think it's going to be, reciprocated by anybody else. But it is. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it.
Okay.
I mean, Anna Faris is hilarious, and this Ryan Reynolds is always great.
Yeah.
Chris Klein plays a good jerk in it. It's
okay.
a really fun watch. Please add it.
Yeah. And that's I think partly because I was looking at this, and there's no way a movie that is lower, I guess higher than a 6 seed, whatever, like is going to win this. The top end of this bracket is so strong, but there are so many Christmas movies that maybe you haven't watched. So that's kind of reason why we want to talk about some of these. Like Just Friends is one you love. I want to watch it. There are so many other ones I did want to watch, which we'll get to on our next one, but I'm not going to send it to Joe because he may not become friends with me if I send him like Christmas with the Cranks versus It's a Wonderful Life and then Grinch Just Friends. So we are going to take the Grinch through. And then we got Jingle All the Way, Fred Claus. Jingle All the Way is one that we watched. Like it was a little bit after we were growing up, but I've watched that since it's been out. I rewatched it. Emily and I, we rewatched it. It is fun. I forgot how fun of that movie is. Phil Hartman is phenomenal.
Phil Hartman is great.
You've got Arnold, and I'm telling you what, Sinbad steals every single scene he's in. Sinbad is so great in that movie. You've got Martin Mull. I mean, it's a fun movie. The only thing that ruins it, you know what it is. We talked about it earlier. It's the same thing that ruined A Phantom Menace. It is Jake Lloyd.
Little Annie. You suck at acting. I'm sorry.
He is so bad.
He's a grown man, and I don't want to be mean, but it's bad.
So before this, I would have said, oh, yeah, Jingle All the Way. However, I watched Fred Claus for the first time. I enjoyed that movie so much. Like I'm a big Vince Vaughn fan in like small windows. Like he's kind of like just Vince Vaughn in all the movies he's in, but it almost always kind of works. And he's just great. As the premise is, he's Fred Claus. He's Santa's older brother, who's Santa, by the way, so brilliantly played by Paul Giamatti too.
It might be my favorite Santa ever. Paul Giamatti might be my favorite Santa ever. He's so great in it.
He is so great in it. The movie is it's a heartwarming movie. It's fun. Dirtbag Kevin Spacey is in it, and he plays a dirtbag early on. But then, I don't want anything. But Fred Claus I really enjoyed it. It was really one of those like magic of Christmas type movies, and I think I liked it. But I like it better than Jingle. Jingle Always is always going to be one I'll watch. But I think I may add Fred Claus to the every year. I think I'm going to take Fred Claus on this one.
I am too. I love this movie, and I just want to shout out to the 80s One Hit Wonder podcast. You didn't think we would ever be able to talk about Frank Stallone again, and guess what? There's the scene where he's in the support group of guys with famous brothers.
See that like
Bill Clinton's brother, and
Bill Clinton, Roger Clinton's in it. Frank Stallone being in it is great. He's the voice of reason when is it Stephen Baldwin?
Yeah,
Stephen Baldwin starts to lose his mind. But that is a great premise because Fred Claus goes to the like brother of famous people, and again, it's Stephen Baldwin, it's Roger Clinton, it's Frank Stallone, and then it's like Fred Claus. So that scene is pretty great. So we have like talked about Frank Stallone on 2 episodes, which is probably more than any other podcast has ever talked about Frank Stallone and stuff.
We got you, Frank. We got you.
If we could get him as a guest and he can like sing 2 Kinds of Love from the Rocky 2 soundtrack. So that was that. That's that one. We've got that one broke down. So now we go down to the lower bracket, which has the number 1 overall seed in Home Alone. It's got Rise of the Guardians, Daddy's Home 2. You've got Miracle on 34th Street. I'm going with the girl from Matilda and the dude that ran Jurassic Park. That one, the newer one, not the older one.
That is the John Hughes one.
Yes. And then it's going up against Violent Night, which is a newer one that I just watched. You've got Home Alone 2, so we can't have a Home Alone off, against the Polar Express as a 13 seed. And then you got Muppets Christmas Carol, which outside of Scrooge, because Scrooged is a little bit different of a Christmas Carol movie. And I only wanted to put one Christmas Carol in it. And if you have me decide anything against a Muppets version of it, I am almost always going to take the Muppets version of it. And I did just rewatch it not that long ago. So I have that too. So that's going up against I'll Be Home for Christmas, which I just added so we could talk about Jonathan Taylor Thomas. But I've not seen it, but I hear it's kind of heartwarming. And I'm like, it was just one of those things. All these other movies, it doesn't matter. They're not going to win. So have you ever seen I'll Be Home for Christmas?
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times. It's all right. He's, I think his dad is Lumberg in that.
It might be.
He's basically bribing him to come home from college so he can give him his sports car or whatever.
Okay.
And hilarity ensues in the
and he has trouble getting back home. Right. So again, I didn't get a chance to watch Daddy's Home 2 because I think it was one of those I could not get it without paying for it.
That's a shame.
Yeah, and it's probably higher than a 16C, but it was one of those things like if I'm like it was just, why am I doing it? Nothing's going to win except these higher seeds. But to talk about Daddy's Home 2, like have you seen Rise of the Guardians?
I have not seen Rise of the Guardians.
It's fine. Like it's a good kids movie because it's talking about the Guardians, but it's got Santa Claus and it kind of brings in the other ones like Easter Bunny, those kinds of things. So it's a nice little fun movie, but it's nothing great. Like it's so forgettable that I don't really remember much of the movie.
So Santa Claus 3 did that, tried to bring in the Easter Bunny and all that, and it worked so well that they made another movie.
So it's more of a cartoon. So it's okay. So talk about Daddy's Home 2, because I didn't even realize it was based around Christmas, because the only thing I read about Daddy's Home 2, because I've not seen either of these, is the great thermostat scene when they're at the house. And I love that. Everything about that scene is so great. And I thought it would be something I would enjoy because I love Will Ferrell. I enjoy Mark Wahlberg, and John Lithgow. Like if he's in it, I'm going to watch it because he is he plays every character he plays perfectly.
If you like Fred Claus, you are going to absolutely love Daddy's Home too.
Okay.
It is becoming top 10 easily favorite Christmas movies of mine. Yeah. So Lithgow plays Will Ferrell's dad, and they pair up together with their characters so well. And Mel Gibson is Mark Wahlberg's dad, and that fits also so perfectly. And then John Cena comes in. So they basically, Mel Gibson rents a house for all of them to do a shared family Christmas thing together.
Is John
But
Cena,
the cast
is John
is
Cena
amazing.
is John Cena like one of the like the stepdad of one of like the
Yeah, so he's like the Mark Wahlberg character to Will Ferrell for Mark Wahlberg. So he's like the bigger, stronger, even more cool dad that comes in, and Mark Wahlberg is the stepdad. So
I got you.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I didn't realize Cena was in that. Cena's pretty great in everything he's in also.
Yeah, he comes in at the very end of the first one, and you find out that that's her dad. But it's really good. You definitely need to add it to the list.
Yep. If I can find it, I'll just get it on DVD or something. So Daddy's Home 2 will beat Rise of the Guardians, but it's not going to beat Home Alone, the number 1 overall seed. It's not. No. I'm going to save the 8-9 to the end. I'm going to slide down, which is Miracle on 34th Street and Violent Night. We'll go another Home Alone. Home Alone 2 versus Polar Express. Have you seen Polar Express?
Yeah, it's a turd just put in a Christmas dress. That movie's terrible.
I despise that movie so much. Everything about that movie is like Tom Hanks is always great in all the characters, but the glasses kid is annoying, even though I like him as an actor because he was in, I believe he's the guy who was in Midnight Madness.
Night Madness.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where I don't like this movie at all. I just the story's not even great. Like everything about it just drags, and it's not great. So Home Alone 2, Polar Express, Home Alone 2, we will talk more about that later in the later rounds, but Home Alone 2 wins. It is actually one of the few good like sequels. Like some people say it's better than the original.
That's crazy talk.
I'm not going that far, but it's a good sequel.
It is, but you know what might be a better sequel? Angels with Even Filthier Souls.
What?
I want to watch the movie he's watching in the Home Alone movies. The second one looks so much better than the first one.
Than the first one, exactly. I know we've got
everybody.
Exactly.
Snuffy, Al, Leo, Little Mo with the gimpy leg, Jinx, Boney Bob, Cliff. It's alive.
Oh my gosh! I want to talk. When I talk about Home Alone 2 later, we're going to talk about the Pigeon Lady. So there you go. Yeah, I was going to have you move over, but you got it. So all right, A Muppet's Christmas Carol. I'll Be Home for Christmas. There's no contest. We'll talk Muppet Christmas Carol later, but it's good. And there's no. I'm not even going to talk about this yet because I'll save it for when we go up against Home Alone 2. Now the big one. Miracle on 34th Street, Violent Night. So Miracle on 34th Street's another one of those where it is a classic for like our parents' generation. And the original and I've seen it, and it is a good story. I enjoy the movie. I had not watched Violent Night until like this past week. And let me tell you, I enjoyed that movie so very much. And I remember when I saw the trailer for it and heard about what it was, I was like, oh, I think I would enjoy that movie. And David Harbour is phenomenal as Santa Claus.
Amazing as Santa Claus. It's Paul Giamatti, David Harbour. As far as best Santa, as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly.
No, this movie's awesome. The scene when he's in the shed or the garage or whatever it is, and he finds the sledgehammer and he just starts destroying dudes to the song "Christmas Time" by Bryan Adams.
Yes,
that scene's great. He's killing people he's getting Happy Gilmore and killing people with ice skates. Dude, the first guy to take my ice skate off and use it as a weapon.
Right. It like I said, it's one of those. It's violent, but it's not like over the top like Terrifier. Like there's some scenes, but it's not like crazy violent. John Leguizamo is phenomenal in it too. He plays the bad guy so well, and his death scene is great. It is so good. And then Beverly D'Angelo from the Vacation movies, she does a great job as just a total B of.
You hate her. You hate her.
She's so great at it though. It's like you just like. It's such a fun movie. It's crazy that because it's not really a horror. It's just more of a violent action. I say it's kind of like Die Hard. If Die Hard was a Christmas movie, it would be Violent Night.
Yeah, 100%. It's
Yeah, it's got some good with the Santa and the one little girl. The chemistry there's got the Christmas magic, but it just has like a ton of kill scenes that are great.
Well, and just at the beginning, he's just so dejected because kids are just spoiled.
When he's at the bar,
he's about out, and this little girl brings him up all the way back in.
Yep.
It's a redemption story. He has a great character arc. It's awesome.
It is so good. It is so good. So, all right, that is that bracket. This will be the last of the round of 32. Speaking of, we have Die Hard against Bad Santa, which I have not seen Bad Santa. That's on my list. You have a Charlie Brown Christmas versus A Nightmare Before Christmas and the Family Man Play-In Game. You have Gremlins, which we did add. We talked about it last week. That is a Christmas movie, and Nate will tell you why, because I totally forgot about the story of his girlfriend with her dad, against A Christmas Story Christmas, which that's going to be a tough one for me. And then you got A Christmas Story versus The Christmas Chronicles, which I watched about 29 minutes of. So let's get it out of the way. You have seen Bad Santa, I would imagine, correct?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I think it's a fun movie. I think I would enjoy it. And again, it's an adult one, but I think I'm gonna have to go Die Hard on this one.
Yeah, John Ritter is great in Bad Santa. Billy Bob Thornton's great, but John Ritter is also great in it. It's worth a watch. The second one's okay, but yeah, Die Hard wins this.
John Ritter's always great.
I got my Nakatomi Plaza Christmas Party 1988 shirt on.
Nice. Listen, and you think, here's the thing. You would think that Nate is spending so much money on props to wear for our themes. He just has all this already in his wardrobe. So that's just who he is. He's just always got this stuff on there.
I was having a hard time deciding which Christmas shirt to wear because I have a lot, or as El Guapo would say, I have a plethora. But yes. I had to go Die Hard.
I gotcha. It suits you because of the conversation last week. So yeah, I think Bad Santa's probably one. Like, again, adult wise, it's probably a fun one. Like you said, you enjoyed it. It looks like a fun little premise, and everything like that. So I always enjoy like stuff like this, like A Christmas Story, but it's got a little bit of a weird twist to it, like Violent Night. So
yeah, Bad Santa. Watch it with the young ones. It's
exactly. All right, so we've got the play-in Nightmare Before Christmas, The Family Man. I totally forgot about the movie Family Man, and I remember I watched it. I think way back, and I think I enjoyed it. It's Nick Cage. It's got that redemption arc. It's kind of like a modern It's a Wonderful Life, if I remember.
That's high praise. Yeah, I have not seen it, so I don't know.
Okay. And then Night Before Christmas is one where, again, I think just to be honest, I'm not a huge Tim Burton fan.
I love certain Tim Burton. Give me Batman, give me Pee-wee's Big Adventure. But my hot take was I'm not a big fan of Nightmare Before Christmas.
I'm not either.
Like, people love it.
It's okay, but it's kind of creepy for me. But again, like Tim Burton's fine. Like you said, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, phenomenal. You've got
Batman Returns.
Batman, yep. And then I'm not like, it's kind of fun. Like Sweeney Todd was actually kind of a good watch, like a musical about a killing barber. But I always thought Edward Scissorhands was very overrated. My wife loves that movie, or she did growing up. So I'm just not a big Tim Burton guy. So this one's kind of weird, like, because I really do not care who wins this one.
Yeah, I think Nightmare Before Christmas should win. I know it's beloved by a lot of people. So
I do too, because I think it's the more probably known one. And it doesn't matter because Charlie Brown Christmas is one where that was like growing up. It was must-see TV. When is that? Because again, for you young ones, we didn't have streaming services, so we had to go look at the TV guide to see when is this on, what station, and then we would do it, and they would do them throughout the Christmas season when you would watch these ones. Charlie Brown Christmas famous. It's got one of those most famous, iconic Christmas moments of Linus talking about the birth of Jesus. So, and it's got some good parts in it too. Like
the Christmas Time Is Here song is great.
The what?
The song "Christmas Time is Here."
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And then you got Schroeder banging on the keyboards and stuff and the dance stuff. Charlie
Reading
Brown's
it,
always fun. Like Charlie Brown's
tickling
always
the
fun.
ivory.
Yes. Tickling the ivories. I'm skipping 710 because this is going to be discussion. Christmas Story is there's no way I'm not even having a discussion about beating Christmas Chronicles. I kind of got bored watching the Christmas Chronicles, which I turned it off. Like, all right, I've got enough of this. What the story is, it's probably fine. Kurt Russell's seemed great, but I'm like, it's one of those where I'm like, it's probably a decent watch.
It is. Kurt Russell's awesome. I love Kurt Russell.
And I kind of enjoyed the story part of the beginning about the two brother sister. I was interested in that, and it looked like okay, I kind of going to be enjoying that. And they killed the dad off early on in the thing.
Wings.
It was the guy from Wings. It was not Steven Weber though. It was the other guy.
Yeah, the guy who played redid the Jack Nicholson part in The Shining.
Yeah, which he did a really good job on that. That TV adapted for TV with him and Rebecca De Mornay is really good. It stays more true to
the kid is terrible in that. It kind of kills it.
The only good thing about the movie is Scatman Crothers, Hong Kong Phooey. Shout out to him. All right, so Christmas Story is going to go on. Christmas Story, just by the way, it may be just my personal favorite of all the Christmas movies.
It's so quotable. It's so good.
It is. And it was always, and I don't know if it still is. It was always on TNT. Would just run 24 hours. I don't know.
24 hours.
Yeah.
And every year we watch it every year. I keep it on, and
And if
it's such a short watch that even with the commercials, it's like it's already on again.
Yeah.
Right, let's go.
I'm telling you though, if TNT's smart, since we're going to go talk about A Christmas Story Christmas, the sequel to A Christmas Story, they should just play them back to back because that's the beauty of A Christmas Story Christmas. If you have not watched it, it's a newer one. A Christmas Story Christmas, I think, if you don't love and enjoy A Christmas Story Christmas is just fine. But if you love and you grew up watching A Christmas Story Christmas is so good. Like the first time I watched it, like Sarah and I were like crying in so many parts of it. And it just a good shout out to the old man and just everything about it, getting almost all the old characters back as adults, except for the mom, who she just didn't do that anymore. So they ended up getting Julie Haggerty to do it. And she did a great job at that role as well.
Yeah, it was great to get, Schwartz and Flick back, and even Randy. But yeah, I was crying at the end when my old man, and at the Christmas morning at the very end. Yeah, it's really good. Peter Billingsley, he should have had a better career. That guy's awesome.
He is awesome. He was just in something. He was in a Christmas. Was he in Love Actually? He was in something. One of the Christmas movies I just saw is like a small bit part. I can't remember which one it was, but I'm like, oh, it's Peter Billingsley. Gremlins and A Christmas Story Christmas. Like, it has been a minute since I watched Gremlins.
But I love Gremlins.
Gremlins is such a good movie. Like, just take the Christmas out of it, just like Die Hard. Like, those are just good movies. Not even just Christmas movies. As much as I love the whole Christmas Story, I love the Christmas Story Christmas. Gremlins does edge it out because that is a fun, good watch. It was one of those, like, I remember as a kid when it came out in the theater, like that was one of those movies for us as kids growing up, that Gremlins, it was such a fun movie.
I remember seeing it in the theater, sitting in the theater, watching the Gremlins, watch Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in the theater was just a great moment in my childhood. But it opens up with possibly my favorite Christmas song, which is Christmas Baby Please Come Home by Darlene Love. That song hits. So next year when we do Christmas songs, I'm going to have that one going pretty far. But and this movie is also one of the two reasons why we have a PG-13 rating, because the same year this came out, this and Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom came out, and people taking their little kids, and it was a little more violent. And then, yes, there's the whole scene with Phoebe Cates talking about why she doesn't celebrate Christmas because her dad pretended to be Santa and come down the chimney and died in the chimney, and they didn't know till 2 days after Christmas when the smell started coming. It's like, oh my goodness.
That is such a hard, and somehow I totally forgot because it had been a long time. And you said that, and it hit me like, oh my gosh, that's right. And then I was like, okay, that is a Christmas movie. Like when you talk about your dad dying because he's trying to be Santa coming down the chimney.
Well, and it's Gizmo's his Christmas present from his dad.
And I heard
he gets it early, so it all goes to hell by the time Christmas.
I saw someone talk about a theory that the Gremlins really aren't bad. They just are like little kids. Like they didn't know this was going to happen. And then they were little kids. And there's being like little kids being crazy. And it wasn't until the mom started killing them off. Then they're like, dude, it's on. And then they really started getting just violent. So you can't blame the Gremlins.
Do we blame alcohol? Because I think once they all left the bar, they were all
that might have been
steady.
It. Exactly. Exactly. That might have been it. So that is the round of 32. We're doing all right. It's about 41 minutes into it. So we've got Elf versus the Santa Claus. It's a Wonderful Life. Emmett Otter's Judd Band Christmas. I think these are going to be two easy ones. I think Elf and Emmett Otter wins. I mean, am I?
As far as I'm concerned, I honestly think the Rink family is the only people who've ever seen Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. But if you haven't, it's your loss and it's our show. So it's beating It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
45 minutes over 2 hours. Give me that all day long.
And I'm telling you right now, if you have not watched Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, the Jug Band Christmas, go watch that and watch It's a Wonderful Life back to back. You can watch it because It's a Wonderful Life is so long. Emmett Otter is not. So you can watch it in a reasonable amount of time. And you cannot come back and tell me It's a Wonderful Life is better. So that is that. Emmett Otter is so great. Then we've got this one is going to be the one. It's going to be Christmas Vacation, Scrooged, Fred Claus, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This little section here, I did not realize how tough it was going to be. I think we slide down. Let's do Fred Claus, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now, so for Christmas this year, Sarah, all she said she wanted was for her and I, all our kids and the kids' significant others to go watch The Grinch in the theaters because it came back out for a week's time. And when The Grinch came out, I think it was like 2002, like our oldest was 2. So none of them got to see it in the theaters. And it's just been one of those, that's it. So I coordinated it. It was rough because it was only in for a week. The theater by us only had it at a 1:00 showing or a 4:00 showing. And then the weekend, but last weekend, Sarah was in Florida. So it was a crunch window because my one son, Adam, is working on becoming an electrician. He's working like in Dayton. So so there's a theater that's about a half hour away that had a 7:30 showing. So we ended up all making it. And it was a very lovely evening. Sarah was so grateful. And she was shocked that I actually did coordinate it. Because if you know me, she's the planner and I tend to forget stuff. So it was that I will watch The Grinch every year. I do like the cartoon one though so much, but the Jim Carrey one is it. And before this, this would never have been a conversation like who wins. It was always going to be The Grinch. However, it's Fred Claus.
I prefer Fred Claus. I prefer the Grinch cartoon over the Jim Carrey movie. Jim Carrey is great. They picked the perfect guy to do it. The little Cindy Lou Who grew up to become Taylor Momsen, who's the lead singer for Pretty Reckless, and that brand just shreds. But yeah, I have more fun watching Fred Claus. That's just me. So,
here's the thing, like, and I don't know if it's because Fred Claus is newer for me, but the Grinch is great. Like everybody in the Grinch is so good. Like you've got Molly Shannon is so great as her mom. And then you've got Christine Baranski as the neighbor, the Grinch's love interest is also great. The mayor is again, he's a dirtbag, but he is so good at he is great. I love him as George Bluth Sr. in Arrested Development. He's great in this. His character in Psych, because again, we got to bring Psych into everything. His character in Psych is so great and fun. It is excellent. I think I'm going Fred Claus also. And I know people are going to like, what? Like, go watch Fred Claus. Fred Claus is that, it's a classic type of that old Christmas thing. It is fun. And as much as I like the Grinch, I think I'm going Fred Claus just to try to get some more views. And then to really go see Fred Claus. Go see Fred Claus.
You will not regret it.
Emmett Otter. So good. All right. This is going to be a conversation. Christmas Vacation, which did very well in the John Hughes movie bracket. Scrooged, Bill Murray on that a take on A Christmas Carol. I know where I'm going because I liked Christmas Vacation. It's fine. I kind of think it's a little bit overrated. I love Scrooge so much. I am taking Scrooged in this one.
I am going to take Christmas Vacation, but I do love Scrooge. It might be my favorite adaptation of the Christmas Carol. It is.
It is so great. So
From
again,
the opening
Joe,
scene on, when they're showing, the day the reindeer died. He's such a horrible person at the beginning, and at the end, that speech at the end, I always tear up every single time. But I prefer Christmas Vacation. That's my jam.
I've known Joe not super well. I just got to see him on draft weekend. He's more Dave's friend, but I've known Joe long enough. I think he's going Christmas Vacation as well. He'll probably say it's a tough decision, but he'll probably go Christmas.
It is, because Bill Murray's a national treasure.
He is a national treasure, and I don't know, like Scrooge may be one of those that you've not seen in a while, or ever. So I would go watch Scrooge. So we'll wait for that. We'll move on to the next bracket: Home Alone, Violent Night, Home Alone 2, Muppets Christmas Carol. For me personally, like, I love Violent Night. The Muppets Christmas Carol is good, but Home Alone is going to be Violent Night. Like, it just is. It's just better.
Yeah.
But
although I do want to give a shout out to Violent Night. I think it's the only Christmas movie where Santa is actually the main character and everybody else is secondary.
It might be that's I didn't think about that. But if you are over 8, go watch Violent Night. It is a fun watch. It is so entertaining. But Home Alone is the number 1 overall seed for a reason.
I think this is a Home Alone off, and it's not even close. I think Home Alone and Home Alone 2 move to the next round.
As much as I love the Muppets, like the Muppets Christmas Carol, it's fine. Like, I saw something like the reason why Muppets Christmas Carol and Muppets Treasure Island is so great is because Michael Caine in A Christmas Carol treats all the rest of the Muppets like they are thespian actors, and Tim Curry in Muppets Treasure Island acts like a Muppet, which is why those two work out. But Michael Caine's great. Rewatching this, it's just fine. Like, I love the Christmas Carol story is so good, and there's so many different versions of it. Like, there's a Jim Carrey version of it, which is good. It's really kind of serious.
The animated one.
Yeah. And you got, the George C. Scott one. I guess Patrick Stewart was Scrooge on one of them. I totally forgot. There's so many adaptations of it. But rewatching Home Alone 2 here recently, it's good. It's good. And it's going to win. So we will have a Home Alone off. And then to round out the round of 62 to the Elite 8, you've got Die Hard, A Charlie Brown Christmas, Gremlins, A Christmas Story. So let's start on the top. Growing up watching Charlie Brown Christmas, that one scene is great, but I think with the Charlie Brown Christmas, that scene carries that movie and makes people think it's better than it is. It's a fine little thing. When we're talking about movies like Die Hard, it's just Die Hard's going to win this. As much as I don't think it's a Christmas movie, it's in here, so it's going to win.
Yep, that's not even close for me.
It is not. And for me, this one's not even close either. Like, I'm taking Christmas Story over Gremlins. As much as I like Gremlins, like a Christmas Story, like, is just so good.
Yeah, it's a hard one, but not that hard. I got my Fred Gile hat on.
You got the Fred Gile hat, exactly. So that's that. Still waiting for Joe to get back on the Christmas Vacation and Scrooge. So we may have to go somewhere else on that. So the Elite 8 to the Final 4. So while we're still waiting for Joe, I can set it to the other one as well, just to everybody, and maybe see if they have a thing on it. So tell me what you thought the Final 4 would be going into the Elite 8. I do have it written down, so that way I know there's no chicanery that you're just now picking your Final 4 based on what's already won.
I believe I had Home Alone, Elf, Christmas Vacation, Die Hard. You
did. I had Home Alone, Elf, A Christmas Story, and I had The Grinch. So I am out on 3 of those. So this I'm telling you right now. So let's go back up to this one. We'll look at this. You've got, for the Elite 8, you've got Elf, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. You've got Fred Claus versus the winner. You've got Home Alone, Home Alone 2, Home Alone Off, and then Die Hard, A Christmas Story. That is a robust Elite Eight, if I've ever seen one. So let's talk about Elf, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. Two of my favorites. These are ones that I will watch every year. No problem, hands down. Can Emmett Otter, does it have a chance beating Elf?
Not beat Buddy the Elf. I still, anytime I have a good burp to this day, every single time. Did you hear that? Apparently James Caan was really like, he got along with Will Ferrell and liked Will Ferrell, but I guess was actually super annoyed by the character he was playing. So I don't think he's doing a lot of acting in the movie.
No, he's not.
He is at Buddy the Elf.
I heard that, like, that scene when he takes him and like kind of throws him after he gets him out of jail. Like, that was like real anger because Will Ferrell would just do that. Like, Elf is like, again, I love Emmett Otter's Jug. I have a coffee mug with the River Bottom Nightmare Band, and I have a shirt that matches. I love the movie, but Elf is such a great Christmas movie, and it kind of came out of nowhere because Jon Favreau's first directorial debut. Will Ferrell was not Will Ferrell when this came out. Like, I think they other studios passed because they're like, Will Ferrell from like Saturday Night Live, Will Ferrell. So, yeah. But the story it's so good. It's so heartwarming. He does such a great job of playing Elf. Bob Newhart's in it. I love Zooey Deschanel. Her voice is so great. Mary
Steenburgen.
She's great. Like, everything about it is great. And it is a great movie. Take away the Christmas, it's a great movie. And when there's like a I don't know what to call it, documentary. It's like a show that talks about like the behind the scenes of movies, and they do an Elf one. It is really good because you talk about the scene in New York. All that was just like, it wasn't planned. It just kind of did it. So when he goes up to the Santa Claus guy and it's that homeless dude in the red suit, that was just some dude
on the street.
On the street. So it makes so much better. It's a heartwarming story. I love it. It's going to win as much as I love Emmett Otter. So let's do the Home Alone Off. So both great. It's going against the sequel. I think really there may only be two sequels that if they went against each other would win. One is, I think, Godfather 2 over The Godfather, and the other one is Shrek 2 over Shrek. Because Shrek 2 may be the only sequel that is so much better than the first.
Terminator 2 and Empire Strikes Back.
That's true. Terminator 2. See, Empire didn't really count because I count that more of like a trilogy set. So I don't really count it as a sequel.
There was a third Godfather, even though there shouldn't have been. So.
I know, but it's like, I don't know. I don't like this. I think with Star Wars, I think because we're Star Wars nerds, like that was set to be a trilogy, where I think the Godfathers, they made the one and it did well. Let's make another one and another one. So, all right. So we do have one. Mike Walter says Scrooge by a whisker. He's the only one that has, like, because I sent it to the main group chat. So right now, Scrooge is ahead. I will still give it some time because this is a huge one. Oh, your buddy did vacation. So hopefully Joe.
Frampton comes alive.
Frampton comes alive. So if we get one more, we'll get it. So Home Alone's going to win. And then we go to the bottom of Die Hard versus A Christmas Story, which I think is going to end up going to the chat as well, because I am going A Christmas Story. You're wearing the Christmas Story hat and the Nakatomi Plaza shirt. So you are really
the dilemma I'm in. I lost sleep over this last night, Chad.
Yeah. As well you should.
According to my Nakatomi Tower, we're only 4 days away from Christmas. I'm going with Hans Gruber. I'm going with Die Hard. But that's a really hard decision.
I'm going Die Hard. Or I'm going A Christmas Story. So I'll send that one to the chat. I don't know like what happened to Joe. He's probably at the movies watching a Christmas movie because that's what he's doing right now. Like every time I see him on Facebook, he's at another showing of it. So we'll send that out as well. So now we're just in limbo of these two shows, and it's kind of overtaken. That's why I was hoping to get our brother in it. So Elf makes it. Here's the thing: Scrooge Christmas Vacation is going to win over Fred Claus, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I
so
figured
you can just move whichever one of those on.
That's what I figured. So again, go watch Fred Claus. And then you've got Die Hard, Christmas Story. Your buddy, see, I think you paid him off because he also said Die Hard. He's taking your side on all this stuff.
Not pay him off.
You paid it, yeah. So, yeah, I'd be very sad if Christmas Story does not move on as well. So Joe just left, man. What happened to Joe? What happened to Joe? So
check on him,
huh? Should we
send the cops over to check
Joe?
on him?
I don't even know who else to send this to. Like, so who knows? Like, it's gonna be so you Die Hard's winning right now. The other one is tied, and Joe is not. All right, Joe coming in. Christmas Vacation over Scrooged. So we have a winner there. So we will take Christmas Vacation to win over Scrooge. Christmas Vacation into the final four. And then hopefully Joe does the Die Hard one. So final four right now is Elf, Christmas Vacation, a 1 and a 3, Home Alone, a 1, and we're still waiting on Die Hard, a Christmas Story. Joe has a Christmas Story, so this one is deadlocked right now. Mike, where are you? You need to chime in, Mike. I'm gonna send. It's
text
crazy,
mom,
huh?
Text mom.
No, mom's probably gonna say Christmas Story because she doesn't even consider Die Hard a Christmas movie. So let's go up here first. Elf, Christmas Vacation. I'm on the Elf side, and I will be every single day, all the time. I would like Elf. Like my two favorites are Elf and A Christmas Story.
I'm going Christmas Vacation.
All right.
It's got the another great underrated Christmas song, the Ray Charles song that's in there when he's watching all the old home videos, Spirit of Christmas.
That's right. Yeah.
Every scene with Cousin Eddie when he's talking about the kid being in the carnival,
right.
But remember that steel plate in my head? Yeah, well, I had to get it replaced with plastic because every time Catherine revved up the microwave, I'd piss my pants and forget who I was for a half hour. Every line of his is fantastic.
It is like, it's good. Elf is like the classic, like the best. So what's Die Hard's going up against A Christmas Story.
Speaking of Elf, I think Ed Asner might be the third best Santa ever.
He is great.
He's top 3.
Yeah, I sent it to Dave. So, and now we're deadlocked again. Vacation, Christmas Story. So Dave may have to be the tiebreaker on this. This is crazy how, which is why I wanted to get a third on here. So we're going to be deadlocked here. So the question is, if Die Hard wins, are you taking Home Alone over Die Hard?
I think if I haven't beaten Christmas Story, I haven't beaten Home Alone. Because I think I like Christmas Story more than I like Home Alone. So I think I'm going to have to ride or die with Die Hard.
Got to ride or die with Die Hard. So this is, yeah. So I don't like Die Hard, Christmas Story. And then you got Elf, Christmas Vacation. We're still waiting. I know we're deadlocked. Oh, Dave, I am no longer friends with Dave. We are no longer friends. He is dead to me, just like Hans Gruber. And I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have picked Dave because Dave gets this way with some stuff. Like he does not like the movie Swingers, which I was shocked that he did not. He sends me a text, Die Hard, period. Christmas Story is overrated and I'm tired of it. So Die Hard wins. I'm afraid to send him, although I will. I'm going to send him Elf Christmas Vacation because I believe he's going to be on the Elf side, but I'm not sure if that's. I don't know. I've known this. I've known this man since 1985, 40 years. That did not surprise me. A little bit. I was a little disappointed. Like this one, I don't know if I think he's going to take Elf over Christmas Vacation, but I don't know. He did take Elf. So, yay. So we got split there. So it's going to be in the finals. So the final four was Elf, Christmas Vacation, Home Alone, Die Hard. So Elf beats Christmas Vacation to go to the finals. Now we have Home Alone versus Die Hard. I'm going Home Alone. You're going Die Hard. I'll send it to the group chat. And then, because I'm going to be Elf all day, every day on this. So it's going to the group chat, which I don't know if Dave gets it. Sometimes I think with my phone, it doesn't go to like Apple phones that well. So Home Alone, Die Hard to face Elf in it. So I do want to say, since we're waiting on this, there is, if you go look it up, there is a theory about Reginald Vell Johnson's character in Die Hard. I'm gonna remember this. So he was also
I can help you along.
He was the cop in Ghostbusters that took the Ghostbusters to prison. So the theory is he was overhearing this stuff. They're talking about it in that scene. Egon talks about the Twinkies, the molecular structure of Twinkies, which we figure he overheard. It was in that Ghostbuster type area where things were crazy, things were kind of confusing, going nuts. That is when his Die Hard character killed the 13-year-old kid, just in confusion. So then he ends up moving, goes to, was it Los Angeles? LA. Yeah. And then that character, you see him getting the Twinkies. He says it's for his wife, but he does not have a wedding ring on. So he just was saying that because he didn't want people to think he's, the Twinkies. And then having to kill another person, that kind of sent him over. I know he's in Die Hard 2 and has a little role on that, but I think all this stuff happening, he kind of just finally snaps and he goes into a mental institution where in that mental institution is in his mind, he ends up creating the Family Matters TV show because he's still a cop, but it's a lighter thing. He's not having to deal with too much except when his son gets pulled over for, driving just because he was a black kid driving in that scene. And then what happens is, but his mind does not want him to live too happily. And it just finally manifests Steve Urkel, who represents the 13-year-old kid that he killed in Ghostbusters. So go see it. It's on there. Just type that in. There's another guy who talks about it because he reads the actual Reddit thing. It's better, but it's pretty phenomenal. And I am going to buy into that and say that is exactly what happened.
Well, and I'm going to add another part that I don't think was said in that. I think when he accidentally killed the kid, he said, "Did I do that?" And so that's why Urkel was talking to him and constantly saying it over and over again. Did I do that?
Did I do that? I believe he did. So your buddy, you did not pay him off that well. He came back. He's the only one that came back. He is saying Home Alone over Die Hard. Nobody else has.
I'm okay with that.
And then I sent it to Dave just to see what Dave would say. I shouldn't have, and I should have just taken the Home Alone win. But
playing with fire.
You're playing with fire there because I don't know what he's going to say. I knew I shouldn't have done it because he said Die Hard. He said DH. I'm going to assume that's Die Hard. So I will send it to Joe. I don't know what Joe, I would hope, is going to say Home Alone, but I don't know. So right now it's tied up again. I should have just left it with your buddy because it's your buddy, but Joe can be the deciding factor. So are you taking Elf over either of these movies?
No, I think the winner of Home Alone, Die Hard is the winner for me, as much as I love Elf. Right. I mean, Home Alone was in the theater 2 years back to back at a time when heavy hitters were always in the theater.
Right.
Around Christmas time. It did so good. The John Candy part alone, I think they had him John Hughes had him for 24 hours. And
he had him for a day.
23 of it.
Yeah. And he said John Candy was great, said whatever you need.
As word around the campfire or the fireplace is, I think he was only paid like $414. He did it as a favor to John Hughes. He paid very little.
Yes.
And all this stuff is ad libbed. When she's like, "Have you ever left that whole scene? Right. You ever left a kid home alone at Christmas?" No, but we did leave one in a funeral parlor. Yeah,
scarred him.
Kids are resilient. He was fine after
Okay,
started talking again.
Joe sent Home Alone. Joe sent Home Alone. Home Alone, Elf. the two top number one seeds, which is what I thought was probably going to happen. I wanted Elf Christmas Story. I'm sure you wanted Die Hard Christmas Vacation.
Yes. That's what I wanted.
So we're going to wait and see. Joe says Home Alone over Elf. You say Home Alone. I say Elf. Your buddy says Home Alone. I think that's going to be the winner. And I'm not, because it's already 3-1. No one else is really responding but Dave. So even if he said Elf, I'm okay with Home Alone. I'm glad Die Hard and Christmas Vacation did not win. I am so glad on that. So Home Alone is your Christmas movie winner. It is an iconic. It is a classic. So many other movies, even in Violent Night, the girl set up Home Alone type traps for the bad guys coming in. So that's done in so many other movies.
Well, and in The Night Before, there's one scene where she throws the micro machines down and one guy falls. He goes, "She Home Alone me."
Now, that's another one I was going to put on here because I had not seen it, but that also looks pretty entertaining.
Aiden's going to be mad it wasn't on here because it might be his favorite Christmas movie now. Also, not one for the kids. So
okay.
It is. Please watch it because it's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I mean, it was on. It's just there were so many. I didn't have that much time, and everything. So Home Alone's the winner. Christmas bracket. So sorry, there was not any much more NCAA talk. You can go to fanstreamsports.com to check out this episode. Also, wherever you stream stuff, you can watch it on YouTube at Fanstream Sports Ohio, and also at Fanstream Sports as well. You can also check out the new March Madness or March Chadness on Instagram and on TikTok. If you're on either, there's a March Chadness. You can follow us there. Nate's oldest son is putting together some clips from our show with some clips from the movies we talk about or whatever we're talking about. So he's doing a really great job. So shout out to Aiden on that. I appreciate that. So go check us out there. That is it. We're at an hour and 8. So we're good. We're around that hour time. So I'm going to go hopefully winning some fantasy matchups. I'm going to go cry. Yeah. I think I'm going to just fall short on some of these, depending how Bijan went. So Nate, Merry Christmas. We will see you next Saturday at the Rink Family Christmas.
Can't wait. Can't wait to see the whole fam. Give everybody hugs. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a happy New Year.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And we will see you next time.